Idea pins are the top prioritized pin format on Pinterest. So what does that mean for you? It means that you need to be making idea pins if you want Pinterest to work for you. And this new pin format ranks high in search on Pinterest, meaning Pinterest is showing Pinterest users idea pins. They will help you grow brand awareness, followers, and engagement. And the best way to create your idea pins is on the Pinterest app on your phone. I know what this means for you. You have been used to managing, scheduling, anything that has to do with Pinterest on your desktop, and now we are telling you to create your idea pins on mobile, and this is totally throwing a wrench in your day. I get it. We get it. All of us here at Simple Pin Media. But if you want to take advantage of all of the features that are available on idea pins, you have to create them on the Pinterest app on your phone. So today, you guessed it, I'm going to teach you a little bit how to create your idea pins on mobile. I'm just gonna roll with it. Hey, welcome back. I'm Tabby with Simple Pin Media, and we are here to help you find your perfect person on Pinterest. You guys, today we're going to talk about idea pins, how to create them on mobile. But I also want to bring your attention to our free resource called the Idea Pin Content Planning Guide. It is several pages long, and it really just helps you brainstorm, and it helps you get those idea pins on a calendar so that you are set for a month, 2 months, 3 months worth of idea pins on your calendar. You can grab it below. So first, what is an idea pin? I go into a little bit more detail in the video I'll link above about what is an idea pin and why they're important for your business and using Pinterest for your business. But for the purpose of this video, just real briefly, I will tell you that it is kind of like a hybrid between Instagram stories and TikToks and Reels. One lives forever. So if you make an idea pin today, it'll be around and still be able to be searched and found in users' feeds months, even years from now. You can combine video, static images, animation, stickers, all kinds of things within this multi-page canvas. It's right there for your audience to click through, learn about what you have to teach, a tip you have to offer. Maybe you have a little DIY process that you can show people, or a small, simple recipe that you can walk your audience through, or a behind the scenes of your business. Really, the sky is the limit as far as what you can use idea pins for, but keep in mind, Pinterest really wants your idea pins to be valuable to the Pinterest user. Before you get started, make sure you actually have access to idea pins. At this time, in the middle of 2022, most people have access to idea pins on their phone, but there are still some countries that don't have access yet. So make sure, one, you have updated your phone, you've updated the Pinterest app, and then when you click on your Pinterest app in your profile, at the bottom you should see a plus sign. When you click on that, if you have access to idea pins, you will see idea pin there. Today I'm going to walk through an idea pin that I created just to give you a real-time look at what it looks like to build an idea pin. Now, just because I'm showing you this idea pin today doesn't mean that's exactly how you should make your idea pins. I highly recommend that you go onto Pinterest and just look around, especially in your niche. Look at what other creators are doing with their idea pins. Maybe get inspiration from that. Some people ask, should I just do static images where I'm typing out whatever it is you're talking about? Or should I always stick with video? They want to get very specific about what they should or shouldn't do. And there is no one answer here. I would do both. I would experiment with both. I would have some idea pins where there are only static images. I would have some idea pins where you are speaking to your audience in a camera, or I would have some idea pins where it's video showcasing a product or a process, or I would blend them all together and make a unique idea pin in that way. You want to be creating idea pins at least once a week, so you have plenty of options and plenty of time to try all kinds of different things with your idea pins. And just a tip, if you are creating your idea pin pages on a third-party platform like Canva, just make sure it's all the right size, it's fitting correctly, and it's in the safe zones of the idea pin. Because oftentimes we create a page on Canva and then we put it into the Pinterest app. The words will bleed on the edges, or words or images will be in the description zone or the sharing icon zone. So just make sure you check those things. So now I'm going to walk you through how I created this idea pin. I have created many idea pins for Simple Pin Media. Head to Simple Pin Media on Pinterest to find more of our idea pins, and they really range in style. So this is just one style out of many different styles that we have created here at Simple Pin. So first, you open up your Pinterest app, hit that plus sign at the bottom, and then hit idea pin. And this is where you can start. Hello. I am starting by speaking to our audience. I'm posing a question for them and then answering that question. You can import video instead if you do not want to record on the app. If you have video, you can add that to your idea pin. And now here I'm adding text over this video. And this will be my cover image as well. And obviously you can play with however you want it to look, with font, background, colors, sizing. And I'm just pinching and dragging. And here I'm editing the duration of the title. I want it to go away after a few seconds. I highly recommend that you just get into the app and start playing around with it. That's going to be the best way for you to know what you want to do with your idea pins. And there's an awkward moment where I am looking down at my camera for a very flattering image. So here I'm grabbing from my photos section. I pre-screen recorded a little tutorial of how to get to trends.pinterest.com. And so I am uploading that for my next page of my idea pin. And at this point, I am having to split the video because it is more than 60 seconds. And that's okay. You can split it if it's more than 60 seconds. It will just play into the next page. So I split it, and then next I'm going to be adding audio voiceover. So here I hit audio, and I'm moving the yellow cursor to the beginning so that I can start recording my audio at the beginning. And I'm also typing in the web address to get to the trends feature so that my audience can easily remember that. And here I'm just making sure that it's starting where I want it to start. I'm reviewing it so that I know exactly what I want to say, when I want to say it, when I start recording my voiceover. And then on this last page, I also pre-recorded a boomerang of a suggested product that we have that can help them with their keyword research. And so I am grabbing that boomerang to add as my last page. Adding text. And this is our call to action. I want the audience to look into more resources that we have here at Simple Pen. So I'm encouraging them to go download our free Pinterest keyword guide. So now I'm going back in, I'm clicking on the text that I just wrote out so that I can go back and edit it because you can't see the words, so I needed to add a background. And now I'm grabbing from stickers. I want to use an arrow and I'm pointing down to the description section. Now I'm going to go back and finally add the voiceover recording. So I am hitting audio, moving the yellow cursor back to the beginning because that's where I want the audio to start. And now I hit record and I am talking about what I'm doing on this web page, and that's where it will cut off. Sometimes you have to redo it because you don't know how much time you have until you get to the end and then you're cut off. So then you just hit done when you like it. And I'm going to the next page to continue my voiceover recording. You can also add music. I did not choose to add music for this idea pin, but I have in the past, and it just adds a little bit more interest. And you are able to edit the volume of the music compared to the volume of either the video that you have or the recording of yourself or your audio, your voiceover. You can edit the various audio input. And on this one, I had to re-record it because I did not get it right. It ended before I was done talking about what I wanted to talk about. And now I'm going back to the beginning because I needed to edit that first clip. I'm clicking on clips and I am cutting the beginning and the ending of that video. And then I want to edit the words, the text. It's just not where I want it to be. And I also want to make the cover, in this case, video or cover image. I want to make sure that is really interesting and just eye-catching because that's the first thing that your audience sees. So I headed into stickers and I want to get an animated sticker. So now I'm all done with all my pages. They are what I want them to be. So then I hit next. And this is the details page. You do not want to skip things on this page. It's very important. So first I hit edit cover and I'm just trying to find a kind of flattering image of myself as I speak to use as the cover image. So then you make sure the title is right. And then now I'm adding notes. This is where I want to make sure I add instructions on how to find the keyword planning guide that I suggested our audience go check out at the end of this idea pin. Then I am picking a board. I went with Pinterest best practices. Now you want to tag related topics. So for us, it's often in marketing or business. So what I am doing is just typing out words that make most sense or most relevant to this topic in the idea pin, and I'm choosing the tags that make the most sense. Sometimes the tags are not exactly related to your topic. It just depends on what Pinterest has for you. Just go with the most relevant that you can find. And now I am ready to either save it in drafts or publish it. The icon on the very left looks like a folder. That is where you can save your drafts. The next button, the download button, that's where you can save it to your phone. And then you have the publish option, which will publish your idea pin immediately. And once you hit publish, you will not be able to go back and edit your idea pin. So make sure you double check everything. And there it is, draft stored. Okay, so I just walked you through how to create an idea pin on mobile. You might be asking, why do I have to create an idea pin on mobile? Why can't I just do it on desktop? Because yes, you can create an idea pin on desktop. The reason why you want to create your idea pin on mobile is because mobile, the Pinterest app, has more features than desktop does, such as things like music, voiceover recording, certain abilities such as grabbing your own photos and using your photos as like an add-on to your idea pin page. And then I think most importantly is the tagging abilities. If you have products or if you have affiliates, you can tag those links in your idea pins. You can't do that on desktop. This is why you want to be creating your idea pins on mobile. Okay guys, that does it for me today. Make sure you grab your free resource down below, the Idea Pin Content Planning Guide. If you have questions about creating idea pins, leave them in the comments. I'm happy to answer. See you guys next week.